Hello, Evan Rand here. Welcome to the 2025 gardening season here. First video of it. Hopefully many more to come, and hopefully a better gardening year here this year than we did last year. We'll talk about that here real quick coming out. For those who want to see some action, you can skip ahead a little bit, everyone. But a little bit of talking here first. A couple things. First off, I've already been in the garden here once with a big rototiller. Kind of got everything just worked up here once. Kind of see what we got going on here. So just a big rototiller, went through it once. I'm also trying to block the wind here a little bit, so if you look kind of weird angle here, it's really windy out here today, so hopefully you can hear me okay. But we're going to start by working on some rototilling here in today's video, and yeah, we got some weeding to do. So last year, real quick, I'm going to try to go through this. Last year started out pretty good, and it went downhill hard and fast with our garden. I think the biggest issue we had was, I think it's crabgrass, right? I always get my quack and crabgrass mixed up, whichever. Crabgrass, quackgrass, whatever you want to call it, Evan. We had crabgrass so bad in this garden, Evan. Oh my goodness, Evan. It was just like thicker than carpet in here. Like we were spending weeks just weeding one row of something just to get all the... It was bad, Evan. It was really bad. And we did eventually get most of it weeded, Evan. And then the corn here, that kind of died off. It just, I don't know why, but it got up about, you know, mid-chest high here and just, yeah, started dying. Don't know why. Maybe some sort of blight or something. Don't know, Evan. So the corn, we got some corn last year, but not the greatest. Kind of the same thing with the beans. The beans did kind of sort of okay. But the crabgrass really decimated the beans, Evan. It was taking us so long to weed them, Evan. The crabgrass got so high. We just got little spindly bean stalks, and they never bushed out. They never, yeah, it was just all around a bad year for gardening, Evan. And then, yeah, it was not good. So hopefully this year is going to be better, Evan. We'll see how it goes. We're going to start off by rototilling here. I'm actually going to be using my DeWalt trimmer here with a rototiller attachment on it to go up and down some of these strawberry rows. And then we'll see what's made a little later in the video. Might get the big rototiller out, clean up around the edges, and I don't know if I can get the big rototiller in between any of these current rows or not. We'll see once here. But yeah, we're going to start by rototilling the strawberries, Evan. So real quick, yeah, the wind died down here a little bit, so hopefully you can hear me okay now. We got our last year's strawberries. They never did real well. Again, Evan, the weeds just, and when I say weeds, mostly it was the crabgrass, Evan. Just, I don't know what was with last year, Evan. The crabgrass was just, I have never seen anything like it. And it was bad, and more bad. It was like, oh my goodness, Evan. And then like, okay, I know I said we were kind of done talking. We're going to actually get to work. But again, the corn, I mean, when it came time to weed the corn, I couldn't tell the difference between the crabgrass and the corn. Now, once it gets a little taller, yes, obviously, Evan, but in that initial stage they're trying to weed, I pulled out more than a few corn plants because I couldn't tell the difference. And it was bad. It was bad. In case you folks can't figure out, it was bad. Last year's strawberries, you can tell, they did not do good. These are 2-year-old strawberries. Is it 2-year-olds? Or actually, technically, they're 3-year-old. This will be their third year. So 1 year growing. Last year was 1 year producing, and then this year they'll be producing here again. So 3 years total on them. Technically, I guess they're 2 years old, you know, from start to finish, I think, right? But anyway, or a year and a half, whatever. No, 2.5 years, whatever. These strawberries over here, Evan, are, I think they're 4 years old now. So 1 year growing. And again, whenever we do strawberries, I'm not going to block the wind here again because it's starting to pick up. Okay, and the GoPro just stopped recording again. I'm telling you, folks, GoPros, do not ever buy a GoPro. And never, ever, ever buy a GoPro. And they are the absolute worst piece of steaming garbage. I can make a whole video on that. And in fact, I'm going to make a video on that at some point, Evan. Anyway, strawberries here, 1 year growing. So we always grow our strawberries for 1 year. Don't let them produce. They grow 1 year, spread out, do their thing, right? And then the next year they produce. So 1 year growing. And this will be, they produced for 2 years now. This will be their 3rd year producing. We are probably going to get rid of these 2 rows. You can see they are pretty sickly looking. I think the mole has had a lot to do. We've had a lot of mole activity in here, everyone. I think the mole had a lot to do with this. There was all mole runs underneath here, and they just, yeah, they decimated this row of strawberries. It used to be beautiful, everyone, but you can especially see down at that end, the mole really got to that end. This end wasn't quite so bad, but just terrible. And then you can almost see on this one too, Evan, there's like a line right down the middle of it where the mole, you can tell he just went right down the middle of the row of strawberries, and you can almost like follow that in the strawberry row. They're just decimated. I don't know, eats the roots, destroys the roots, exposes the roots. I don't know what it is, Evan, but yeah, if anyone happens to know how to get rid of moles, let me know. I have put more chemical down than you folks can shake a stick at. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but hey, Mr. Mole has to, or Mr. Moles and Mrs. Moles, whatever, need to go. Yeah, just it's not good. I mean, the moles here are just terrible. So we got light sandy soil, as you can tell. That probably doesn't help. But yeah, mole activity here is not great. I don't know what to do about it. Yeah, I've put a lot of stuff down, everyone, and I don't know if it helps or not. Sometimes I wonder. These rows here don't look too bad. Not the greatest, but anyway, we're going to start rototilling them. So for the rototill, again, I mentioned earlier, got the DeWalt trimmer here with a rototiller attachment. It's actually a Ryobi rototiller attachment. So Ryobi, DeWalt, and actually most of the other tiller manufacturers are all the same, everyone. Except if you have Milwaukee, Milwaukee's not compatible with anything else. Milwaukee's got its own attachment system that is, you know, probably superior than the rest. But actually, speaking of attachments, everyone, I know I'm getting a little long-winded here. The attachment on mine is actually broken, so we'll see how this goes here. It's supposed to be a weld nut under here that is stripped out and doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to get like a wing nut or something, but I don't have any here at the moment. Well, I think that looks a little bit better. I left this here, by the way, and the end over there, but I think I can get that with the big rototiller. Obviously, this part here as well. That leaves, I think we just got to rototill that yet. The strawberries over there. And then I think I can get all the rest with the big rototiller as well. Not going to worry about these, Evan. In fact, if anything, I might hit them with the big rototiller and just rototill them under. I think we're going to... Well, actually, you know what? We got new strawberries coming. I think the new strawberries we're probably going to actually put over here. But yeah, those are probably just going to go away. They don't look so good. They'll probably produce 7. I'm sure of that, but we need more room in the garden for other stuff, so we're going to get rid of that one, and we'll save those, save these, and then, of course, we'll have our new rows coming. So let's rototill that a minute, and then we'll go get the big rototiller. Okay, well, I think we'll go get the big rototiller here. We'll take this one back. I'd like walking your rototiller. Don't mind me, Evelyn. Yeah, we should probably open this gate a little further for the big rototiller. Well, we'll see if the old clunker starts, Owen. I was just checking the gas tank here. There's gas in there, so that means it sat all winter with gas, and I don't have any fresh gas at the moment, otherwise that'd probably be a good idea. Oh well, we'll see if she starts. I don't know about you folks, downright impressive. One pull, and actually I realized I think I got wreck gas in it, so that probably helps, but still, one pull, wow. She's always been a really good starter, I'll give it that. Okay, well, I figure we'll just work our way around here. This rototiller a little noisier than the other one. I will have to say, I do like that about the other one, but this one's a little bit easier to run too, a lot more weight behind it. Don't have to work quite so hard. So we'll probably work our way around. And then I'm probably going to rototill this up too. This is where we plan to put the new strawberries, so we'll just run through this once as well, and then hit everything else over here too. Well, and that is unfortunately where we ran out of gas, and the local gas station here is actually closed at the moment because they are doing a renovation. So unless I run into the next town over, yeah, I'm not going to bother doing that tonight. So I think we're going to have to call it for tonight here as far as rototilling. I'll have to drag this back to the shed. Well, I mean, I didn't get as far as I wanted to here tonight. I wanted to get a little more rototilling done over there, but I got pretty much one pass around the outside done. I got all this done. I got the majority of what I wanted to get, so that needed to be gotten anyway, I should say. We're supposed to get a thunderstorm here tomorrow, so I wanted to try to get some of this worked up here before that happened. While I was rototilling, I realized I forgot to mention one thing here earlier too, Evan. You might notice, for those of you familiar with our garden, we're missing some stuff over here and over here. We took the black raspberries that are over here and then the ones that are on this end and moved them to the far corner over there. Our goal is to get everything in the garden running this way as opposed to this way to make it easier for just rototilling and everything. Back when we first started this garden, Evan, this was the edge of the garden right here. Like the garden ended right there, but then we added this whole section on over here. So now the garden's longer than what it was initially. And yeah, then we just started doing it this way. But it's like, man, that's kind of annoying having this right in the middle here. So we transitioned all the plants there and there over there. We didn't want to move all of them because they're like, well, just in case this doesn't work, which looks like it's going to, by the way. They're greening up over there. They're probably not looking quite as nice as these. These are black raspberries here, by the way. Yeah, they like just in the last couple days, Evan, they just took off here. Like they were nothing but sticks here this past weekend. But yeah, yesterday, today here. Okay, an expletive GoPro just stopped recording here again, so I'm not sure where it ended up, but I was just saying how much these just took off here. We'll go look at these here as well. These aren't taking off quite as much, but they were just transplanted here too, so understandable. They're maybe hurting just a little bit. We moved these, I think it was 2 weeks ago now. It was a week or two ago. We moved these, so you can see they are greening up. So they are alive from the looks of it. Obviously not as nice as those over there, but I think they're coming. Looks like they all lived. Again, these are black raspberries as well. And we got, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plants over here, I think. Again, I want to move all of them, Evan, but we didn't dare because, like, well, in case we like kill all our black raspberries, that won't be good. But yeah, looks like it worked. These raspberries over here are purple raspberries here, by the way. They're looking really good as well. The wife got them all tied up here. She's been diligently working on all of this here. Getting those tied up, getting these tied up, getting the ones over there tied up. And she's been working on weeding all the strawberries here as well. So while the baby's napping, she's weeding. Anyway, I think on that note, Evan, since we're out of gas, we're out of this episode here as well. So thanks for watching. How many folks have any comments or questions? Be sure to leave them below. And stay tuned for more gardening videos.